Hi everyone! In this video, we'll talk about tools you can use to develop browser games, various types of game engines, and why we chose Unity for this course. Let's start with the basics. The main programming language for browsers is JavaScript. Basically, all interactive processes and animations on websites are created using JavaScript. You might as well use it to create a simple 2D game, but if you want to add 3D characters, animation, materials, effects, and sounds to your game, the development will take you a lot of time. It's much easier to use ready-made engines. They can work with all the basic features needed in almost every game. Some engines are suited to developing games for a certain platform, but there are also several popular cross-platform engines that can be used to create games for iOS, Android, Windows, Mac OS, gaming consoles, and the web, all at once. Yes, you can develop a browser game using a game engine. But there is one thing you should keep in mind. As I said earlier, JavaScript is used for interactive content in the browser. JavaScript code is executed in the browser when a page is opened on a user's computer. But JavaScript is not normally used to create game engines. As a rule, they are made using C or C++. And we can't convert an entire game made on a game engine into JavaScript so that a browser can execute it. That's where WebAssembly technology comes to our aid. The idea is that code written in any high-level language can be compiled in WebAssembly format. This is a binary format that is designed to be as close to the hardware as possible, which ensures its high performance. Since 2017, all popular browsers support it. That means code for execution in a browser can now be written in JavaScript, or in any language for which there is a WebAssembly compiler. In fact, it can be nearly any popular language. I only explain all of this so that you understand how it works. Game engines hide this stage of compilation from developers. You just choose a platform and get a ready-made game that is executed in the browser. It's very convenient. In this course, you'll use the Unity game engine to develop your game. Why Unity? Because Unity is basically the most popular engine among developers. It's the main engine for mobile games, and more than 50% of all iOS and Android games are created using it. This engine is also used to develop games for all other platforms, computers, VR, and browser games too. This graph shows the number of games uploaded to Steam in 2021 and which engine they were created on. Unity and Unreal Engine occupy the top positions by a large margin. Here are the itch.io statistics. It's a website where indie developers publish their games to the public. You can see that most of the games were created in Unity. Both large developers and small indie teams use this engine. One major advantage of Unity is that it enables you to develop games for all platforms. Unity has a store with ready-made paid and free models, materials, textures, and out-of-the-box solutions for games. With Unity, you can develop any game in 2D or in 3D with realistic graphics. Plus, the engine is free if the income from your game is under $100,000 per year. To recap, Unity has a number of advantages. You can develop games for all popular platforms. There's a store with ready-made paid and free models, textures, materials, effects, and solutions for games. With Unity, you can create any game, both simple 2D games and 3D games with realistic graphics. And the engine is free if you make under $100,000 per year.